We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long, so I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Welcome to BMO Harris Bradley Center. We are in Milwaukee, the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Here is Harden. He's coming off a 34-point game against San Antonio.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Motiejunas. Then there's Andrew Goudelock. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's a screen by Motiejunas. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Goes up. Whoa.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Like last season, we saw Motiejunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
The Rockets trail. Here's Goudelock. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the shot is good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And a wide open look for Freak. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Harden dishes to Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And it's Freak missing. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Harden kicks to Goudelock. They set the pick. Back to Harden. From downtown. Kept alive by Houston. Motiejunas. Soft touch off the glass.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here's Freak. No good with the triple. Here's Goudelock. Passes it to Harden. Sinks that one from the post. Harden's got 6.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be making some noise for you.
And certainly an intriguing matchup tonight. Ariza on his...
You're playing against a team that...
Ariza might as well be described. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Smith comes in for Jones. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Michael Beasley. And it's Andrew Goudelock in for James Harden. Freak, he's in a point guard. Ande DeCumbo out there with Plumlee. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Henson in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Freak with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. Let's look at some numbers for Freak. He has 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, yeah, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was a big factor. He had 9 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And the Rockets making a change here. Montejunas has checked in. Here's Freak. And a miss there on the triple. Houston leading by 5. Gaudelak passes to Montejunas. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Ariza kicks to Montejunas. Houston moving the ball around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
Sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. It's a pretty valuable commodity. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Plumlee. Now Beverly. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game, and it's sent back by Plumlee. They retain possession. Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Freak. That 3 off the mark.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Fires from 14, and it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And we finished one.
Well, James and...
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Both teams will make substitutions. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Montejunas, Harden out there with Andrew Gaudelak. Then there's Beasley, and it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
That's good. 6 points for Beasley.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once, and it had some personnel issues, but you can't. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And that's going to be a treble. Patrick Beverly is checked in for Houston.
Patrick Beverly.
Rockets leading by 8. Harden left side. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. It's going to be Mayo shooting. It's going to be on James Harden. The Bucks have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Houston. Moniunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Bayless's shot is off. With 1 on the clock. No good.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in.
Dwight coming.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
Anytime you deliver.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem's ain't my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint these street corners green. My banknotes look hella scene. Half man, half amazing. Hope you send me out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign, got a poet. A ghetto saints with grand designs, call me folk.
freak. I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old, same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And as quiet as it's kept, you and I are the real team freak.
Of course. Word of my mom's. I never had this feeling with any.
The NBA season is a grind. There's no question about it. And tonight may be another game in the endless stretch of games, but that don't make it any less important. Time to put on my game face and do what I do. Win games.
Starting and shooting.
Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home.